Hello students, welcome back to the class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine at home and also doing your homeworks. Yes? So in the previous lesson we learned about the Gonds tribe. Yes, about their lifestyle, their tradition, their clothing and their dance. Yes. The dance form of Gonds is what? Yes, it is Guzari. They perform in their fairs. They celebrate one fair. Which is that? I told you in the previous lesson. Yes, it is Nagoba fair. Which god they worship in that fair? Yes, Nagoba god. So today we are going to learn the next tribes, which is Chenchus. Lifestyle of the Chenchus. It is also one of the tribe. Tribe means community. Okay. When these three girls who came for the science fair from the different places. One is Barjutai, one is Chomcharu and one more girl who came for the science fair. The three girls were sharing the same room. So at that time they were talking about their traditions, customs, from where they belong. So here Barjutai told about their Gonds tribe. The girl who was listening this, she was excited to learn again more. So she asked one more girl who was present there, who is that? Chomcharu. Yes. So that girl asked Chomcharu, she inquired, I inquired Chomcharu whether they have the same customs of the Gonds. She said, no, our traditions, customs, clothing and languages are different. So here Chomcharu, she belongs from Chenchu. She said, no, our traditions, customs, clothing and languages are different than the Gonds. Yes. Traditions which they follow from that generation to this generation, that chain is still now is coming. Then customs, okay, fashion, they have the different types of clothing, their fashions are different, their language also is different than the Gonds. So, we belong to the tribe called Chenchu. So Chomcharu is saying that we belong from the which tribe? Chenchu. The Chenchu people live in Nallamalla forest of Telangana state. Where this tribe live? This Chenchu people live in which forest? Nallamalla forest of which state? Telangana state. Yes, they are mainly found in Nagar Karnool district. Where they found? In Nagar Karnool district. They speak Chenchu, which is similar to Telugu. Which language this Chenchu tribe people talk? Yes, they speak Chenchu, which is similar to what? Telugu. It is like Telugu only. Telugu language and Chenchu language is similar. So here one picture is given on the page number 78. Just look at this picture. Yes, these are the Chenchu people. See their lifestyle. In Gonds people, they decorated their heads with what? Yes, with peacock feathers. These are another. Yes, see they are the different than the Gonds. Yes or no? Yes. Now come to the page number 79. Now here Chomcharu is saying more about their tribe. So Chenchu's food is quite different from our food. It is actually, quite means actually. Chenchu's food is actually different from our food. What we eat, children? We eat rice, dal, chapati, different types of curries, vegetables, fruits, everything. Yes or no? But here their food habit is different than our food. They depend mainly on forest for their food. So this Chenchu tribe people, they depend only on forest. For what? For their food. Whatever the items, whatever the things they get from the forest, they eat only that. So their food habit is different than us. That is why they worship the forest as Adavi Talli. That's why these Chenchu people worship the forest as Adavitalli, because they are getting many things from the forest. Yes, they collect different fruits like custard apple, mango, jamun, etc. So from the forest, these Chenchu people, what they are getting? They collect different fruits like what? Custard apple. Yes, custard apple means, yes, sitafal. Again, mango, jamun, etc. Different roots and tamarind from forest and take them as food. They eat different roots also. Like what? Yes, tell. Like radish, carrots, tamarind. Tamarind means what? Chintapandu. From the forest. They get this all things from the forest and they eat only this as their food. Chanchus are expert in collecting honey. Chanchus are very intelligent. They are very experts in what? In collecting honey. My father hunts the forest pigs, deers, etc. Here my means who? Who is saying this? Yes, my means here it refers to Chomcharu. Yes. So my father hunts. Chomcharu's father hunts in the forest what? Forest pigs, deer, etc. with the help of small arrows and knives and share the meat with all. See here, Chomcharu's father hunts what? Pigs, deer, etc. animals from the forest with the help of what? With the help of small arrows and knives. And after hunting that, he shares that with all the people who are nearby them. But we never hunt small animals and birds like rabbits and sparrows. See, the only big animals they hunt here, but never they hunt the small animals like what? Birds and rabbits and sparrows. See, Chomcharu is saying about their tribal area. The food items collected from forest are sold at the weekly fair and the required grains like jowar, ragi, etc. are purchased. Here Chomcharu is saying that their food habit is very different than us. So whatever the food items they collect from the forest, they sold it. Means they sell it in the weekly fair. How do we have here weekly fair? Every week we have here market. Yes, so they also have the weekly fair there. And in that these Chenchus sell that whatever the items they collect from the forest, they collect it and they sell in the weekly fair. And in the back what they take from them? Whatever the required like grains, jowar, ragi, they purchase. Okay, they prepare sankati with jowar, ragi and eat them. So here, what is this sankati, children? It is one name of the dish. See here, we eat upma, which is made of what? Rava. Yes. So here, these Chanchus people, they use jowar and ragi. Whether it is jowar or ragi, they prepare one food item which is called sankati and they eat it. Yes. How do we eat everyday rice? So here these people, Chanchus people, with the jowar or with ragi, they prepare the food item which is called sankati. Yes, and they eat it. Some people, especially the pregnant women, eat tamarind along with the ash of the tamarind seed as food. Especially which women? Pregnant women. What they eat? Yes, tamarind. They eat tamarind along with the ash of the tamarind seed as it. See, nowadays we people also are eating tamarind seeds. You know that? Tamarind seeds means chintaginjalu. We roast it and we eat because it tastes. Yes. So here this Chanchu people, they fry it and they make the ash of the tamarind seeds and then they eat this tamarind along with what? With the ash of the tamarind seed. Ash means buddi, which is made with what? Tamarind seeds, and they eat as it their food. It is their belief that this gives more strength. Yes, children. So they think that this tamarind and ash of the tamarind seed give them what? More strength. Then chanchus are not interested in money, savings and other things. See, these people, chanchus are not interested in what? Yes, in money, savings and any other things. We people, every day our mother, father goes to work. Yes or no? Yes, they go to work for earning the money, and from that they'll save some money in the banks. Yes children. So here these chanchus are not interested in it. They do not save their money or any other things. They depend on the forest every day for their life. They only depend on what? On the forest. For what? For their life. Yes. So next come to the para. Here chanchus and their relatives live together at a place by constructing hunts. In the previous class we learned about the gonds. Yes, how those gonds people construct their huts? Yes, with bamboos. They cover their roofs with what? Yes, what they get from the forest. With that they cover the roofs and walls, and the surface they made with what? With soft mud. Here these chanchus and their relatives, they live together. Near they construct the huts and they live all together. These are called pentas. See, near these huts are constructed in the chanchus area near the forest. They all live together, and so these huts which they construct, these are called what? Pentas. These huts, see here in the pictures they have given these huts which are the constructed by chanchus. So these huts only are called what? Pentas. So some pentas together are known as village. How do we have many houses near? So like that, when these pentas are constructed very near, so some number of pentas are called village. Okay, each village has a head. How do we have in one area one head of our area? So here also they have one village, one head. He is called the headman or Pedda Manishi. In our language also we called them what? Pedda Manishi. Here this Pedda Manishi, head of the man who can take the decision about that village and also solve the problem. In our village also we also have head of the village. Once in a week or once in a month they held one meeting. There they solve all the problems and they can take some decisions. Yes, so here also in the chanchus they have one headman for one village. It is called what? Pedda Manishi, who can solve all the problems there and also can take the decisions of that village, particular village. He looks after the village and ensures that all follow the customs and traditions. Who look after the village? Yes, here he look after all the village which is under by him, and he ensures that all follow the same customs and traditions. The rules which are made by the head of that village can follow all the people who are staying there. All the people respect and follow the directions given by the headman. See, in that area, in that village, how many members are living, these chanchus, they have to follow what are the rules or what are the traditions and customs told by the headman. They have to follow it. All programs of the village are conducted under the guidance of the Pedda Manishi. See, whatever the programs they take in that village, they conduct, they have to guidance under the Pedda Manishi only. Yes, whatever the programs. Here also when we conduct any meeting, when that head of the village comes, then only it is conducted. Here also all the programs, this way village head when comes, they have to attend with the guidance of the Pedda Manishi. The main deities are Lord Lingayya and goddesses Chenchu Lakshmi. See here, this deities means gods. This deities means what? God. So Chenchu's gods are what? Lord Lingayya and goddesses Chenchu Lakshmi. They worship their gods. Which god? Lord Lingayya and goddesses Chenchu Lakshmi. They perform pujas in the month of Magha, and children, elders and all the people participate actively in the pujas. See, this Lord Lingayya and goddesses Chenchu Lakshmi puja they perform in the which month? In the month of Magha. Magha Masam, Telugu month it is. Which month it is? Indian Telugu month. So, which falls in the month of January and February. Understood? Magha Masam. This month falls in which months? January to February. In the middle of the January to middle of the February. And all the children, elders and all the people participate actively in these pujas. So whatever pujas are doing there, all the children of that village, elders, everyone comes and they participate actively in that pujas. So see, this is the village. Chenchus. These are the homes of Chenchus. What are these called? Yes, these are called what? Pentas. These are called Pentas. So this is the Chenchu village. See, this is very nearby to the forest. That's why they are called the tribal people. Understood? Now all of you take out the page number 80. So okay children, till now we have learned the lifestyle of Gonds and lifestyle of Chenchus. Here one more is their tribal area. Which is that? Who are these people? Yes, lifestyle of the Bond tribe. How do we are from different places? Yes, we all live in Telangana state. We are called what? Telugu people. Who belongs from Andhra Pradesh are called Andhras. Who belongs from Maharashtra are called Marathis. Who belongs to Punjab are called Punjabis. So like that here also from the different forest areas people belong. They also are called with some names. So here this one more tribe area is that what? Here the lifestyle of the Bond tribe we are going to learn. Understood? During my conversation with the girls, here these three girls who are talking about their lifestyles, yes, I said that most of the tribes belonging to Gonds and Chenchus live in the forest. These three girls were talking, their conversation is going on. They learned about, that girl learned, she learned about the Chenchus and also Gonds. Here an old man who was sitting a little distance from us heard our conversation and said that not only these but many other tribes also live in the Arku area. See here, when these three girls were talking about their lifestyles, an old man who was sitting a little distance, means little far from them, he heard everything, their conversation, and said that not only these but many other tribes also live in the Arku area. See here Arku area, it is one different name has come. Yes, Gonds people are belonged for where? Adilabad district. Yes, Chenchus. Yes, Chenchu, Nagar Karnool district. Yes, here these Bonds people are from where? From where? Arku area. The main tribe among them is Bonda. So from Arku area, which tribes comes here? Bonda people. A tribe which lives unconnected with the other world and quite unaware of money. Since this Bonda tribe, Bonda community, they live where? In the Arku area, which lives unconnected with the outer world. Means they are very different than all these tribes. They are unconnected with the outer world. Means they do not talk or do not come out of their world Their world is only their forest and quite unaware of money. Actually, they do not know about money also. So their world is only their forest. They do not come out of the forest and they do not know out of the forest which type of people live. Understood? So they are not connected or unconnected with the outer world and they do not know about the money also. See which kind of people are these. We were all surprised to hear that people living without any connections and knowledge about the outside world. See, these three girls very surprised that after hearing that an old man who was saying about the Bonda tribe who are unconnected, means they do not know about the outer world and about the money. So these three girls were surprised. Three of us asked the old man in chorus to tell us more about the Bondas. So these three girls, they surprised after hearing that and they asked that old man in chorus. Means at a time they said that tell us more about the Bondas. They wanted to, they are very excited to listen that. They wanted to know about how this Bonda tribe is. Then Bonda tribals live in the dense forest. Dense means very thick forest where all the trees are very near. So dense means very thick. These Bonda tribals live in the dense. Dense means what, children, here? I said thick, where all the trees are very near. And hills of Araku Valley in Visakhapatnam. See, these Bonda tribals live in the dense forest and hills of the Araku Valley in Visakhapatnam. In Visakhapatnam on the hills also these people live. They also live in the dense forest of Malkangiri in Odisha. See, these people, where are these people again live? In Odisha. Where? In the dense forest of Malkangiri. They are also known as Bondo and Poroju. Again they have these two names. What? Bondo and Poroju, who belongs to the Araku Valley and also in this Malkangiri in Odisha. The language spoken by them is also unique. Unique means here different. Their language also is different than all the people. It is called Remo. Which language it is? The Bonds language is called what? Remo in Odisha. The tribals who live in the Odisha forest are talk which language? Remo. Understood? They don't like to mingle with the people of towns because they are unconnected to all the people outer of their forest. So they do not mingle with the people of towns. Understood? That is why they rarely come out of the forest. Rarely means sometimes only they come out of the forest. They think that forest only is their world. So rarely, sometimes only they come out of the forest. They do not mingle with the other people who live in the towns. Here see, this is the photo who is from Bonds tribe. See their dressing, their ornaments. Yes. So let's see more about them again. This is the Bonda girl here. Next come to the picture here. What do you understand by this picture? Yes. See here some women who sat here with the vegetables. It means this is the weekly fair. This is the weekly fair. Here also see many people. Some are selling here vegetables. Some people came for buying that. Yes, it is the Bonda fair. Which fair it is? Bonda fair. Come to the para. They attend weekly fair Hatha. It is called what? Hatha. They do not allow newcomers to enter their villages. See, these people, never they go outside. Then how do they allow the people who come from the outside? So they do not allow the newcomers, new people enter to their villages. Understood? Because they also don't go, they are unconnected with the outer people. That's why they do not allow the new people also in their villages. If anybody enters, they try to kill them with poisonous arrows. If they see any new person who is coming from outside, they try to kill them with what? With poisonous arrows. They depend on hunting for their food. They depend on hunting for their food. See here, these people also hunt the what? Animals, and they eat that food. They collect the forest products and also do jhum type of agriculture. They collect the forest products, whatever the products they get from the forest, that they collect, and they will do the jhum type of agriculture. Jhum type of agriculture, let's see down what is that. Only men go for hunting and women participate in the agriculture. See here, this Bonda tribe people, from them only men go for hunting and women participate in the agriculture work. These women go for the agriculture work and men go for the hunting. They select some place in the forest. They select one place which is good in the forest. They select that place, cut the trees from that area, from that land, from that place. They cut the trees and clear the land to make it convenient for cultivation. See here, these people select one place, cut down all the trees. They make that area very clean, that land, to convenient for cultivation, for next crops, to grow the next crops. Understood? So this Bonda people select one place, cut down the trees, they clear the land for growing the crops there. After growing 2 or 3 crops there, they leave it and go for another land. See, after 2 or 3 crops are grown there, they leave that place and they go for in the search of next place which is good for the cultivation. This type of agriculture is called jhum farming. See here, before we learn now, they collect the forest products and also do jhum type of agriculture. So this is called the jhum type of agriculture. What it is? This Bonda tribal people select one good place, nice place from the forest, cut down all the trees and they make it ready for the growing the crops. After 2-3 crops, again they go for searching in the next place. So that is only type of agriculture is called what? Jhum farming. So till here understood, children, everyone? Let's come to the page number 81. See here on page number 81, one picture is here given. See all of you. Who are these ladies? Yes, these are the Bonda women. Who are these ladies? Bonda women. Why I am showing you this picture, you know? Yes, to see how is their dressing style. They wore only skirts, short skirts. They wore only short skirts. The frontal part of their body and neck covered by what? With ornaments. Yes, they wore only short skirts, and the frontal part of their body and neck is covered with what? With the ornament. See, this is the dressing style of the Bonda women. Understood, children? Okay, next. The Bonda women attend the weekly fair and exchange the forest produces collected by them with others and take the required materials from the exchange. See here, these Bonda women, when they attend the weekly fair, whatever the products they get from the forest, they will give them, and in the place of, in the return, what they take, whatever the required materials they take from them in exchange. They have only exchange offer here. They do not give money. Understood? When they sell their products, what they get from the forest, yes, they do not take money, and whatever the required materials they need, for that they will not give money also. So here they have only exchanging, giving products and taking the materials. So here this Bonda people, whatever the items, whatever the products they get from the forest, they will give them, and in the bag whatever the materials they required, they will take it in the exchange. Understood? This system is called Vinimay Pradha or barter system. Understood? So this exchanging system is called Vinimay Pradha or barter system of the Bondas. Their way of dressing is also unique. Unique means different again. Their dressing also is different. Just now I shown you this picture. Yes. They cover the bodies with a cloth made from jute. You know, we use many jute bags. Mostly we use jute bags. Yes. When we go to exhibitions, mostly in the exhibitions only we get the jute bags. Yes. So here these ladies, Bonda people, tribals wear the jute clothes. Understood? Bonda women have great skills. They have great knowledge in what? In making this cloth. They are very intelligent. They have the skills in making what? Jute clothes. First, they soak the jute plants in the water of streams and lakes nearby for 2 or 3 days. See, first women, they bring the jute plants and they soak ante naanbettadam. Soak the jute plants in water, where? In the streams or in the lakes nearby. For how many days? For 2 to 3 days. Then they weed out the thread from them. They take the thread. After 2-3 days, they take that thread from the plant and dry them for 3 days. After taking that thread from the plant, again they will dry it for how many days? For 3 days under the sun. They collect different colors from the forest. See, again they collect the different colors. From where they will get the colors? From the forest, and mix this with the thread. These colors again they will mix with what? With the thread, and make the clothes on a handloom. See, here we have Maggam work. This mostly many people will do near another areas like Nalgonda side and all. This Maggam work many people will do. So these ladies are very expert in making the jute clothes on a handloom. They stitch tiny and beautiful mirrors on these clothes to make it beautiful. After preparing these clothes, what they do? They stitch tiny mirrors on these clothes to look it beautiful. Yes children, till here all you understood the lesson about the Bonda's life and Chanchu's life. These Bonda's tribals are very different than the other people. So understood everyone? Okay.